Hello folks and welcome back to Sew What If I Sew, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jess, this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. And today you get an extra special video because for the last 4 years I have been on Instagram as Sew What If I Sew. Now I know it seems silly, first of all, to celebrate a sort of Instagram anniversary or a community, or a blog anniversary, whatever it is. But it really does mark quite a significant turning point for me. Because, as some of you know, I'm not brilliant at taking time for myself. I'm not. I never have been. Because I do in myself go, oh yeah, but you do have time for yourself, or you're in the house and you're like doing chores and stuff like that. Because in my brain I'm like, well, they have to be done, so let's just get on with it. And I'm not necessarily great at going, this is my time off. And I was really struggling for actually 5 years ago. With my sort of mental health while I was working, and I was just always on. Like, I'd wake up 6 o'clock in the morning for work, first thing I would do, check my emails, read through like end of night reports, all kinds of stuff. And Adam was talking to me about it at the time. He was like, I was stopping a sport as well I'd done for years because I was getting quite injured. And Adam said to me, why don't you get your sewing machine sent down from your parents so you can sew? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I'd like to go back to sewing. I didn't realise that doing that led to actually taking time for myself, because while I sew, I can't do anything else. I have to focus on sewing. And then that led to more sewing, into garment making, and to realising that actually I could make stuff that was much nicer than what I'd get in the shops. And then lockdown happened, and I kept sewing. And then I joined Instagram because a friend of mine sewed, and I suddenly saw, like, she tagged a load of stuff in her stories, and I was like, oh my God, there's a huge community. So on the 28th of June, 2020, I started Sew What If I Sew as a blog and an Instagram. Now, the blog has been a bit neglected because that's not the right format for me right now, and I'm not quite sure what I want to write and things, but I don't want to get rid of it. I do love the blog. But I started the blog and Instagram to chart my sewing progress, to chart my makes, my techniques, my progress, but also to chart my journey away from fast fashion, which has been going pretty well. I would say I still buy the odd bit here and there, but nowhere near what I used to buy. So that's where Sew What If I Sew began. And then I started on YouTube in August, like the 14th of August or something. I'm quite good with dates. And I've been talking to all of you through tiny and large screens for 4 years ever since. And that feels very strange and very lovely. And I feel immensely grateful to be here and to be doing that. And the way my life has changed as a result has been fantastic. Cellular for Endo has been created. We've raised like £6,000 for Endometriosis UK. I've been in a national magazine, which has been fun. I'm a podcaster. Speaking of, season 2 is live. Please go listen to it. It's an absolute corker of a season. You'll enjoy it. I'm making my own wedding dress. I made my graduation outfit. I'm sewing for my friends. I sew for my partner. Like, the way my life has changed as a result of that decision 4 years ago to join the online sewing community is almost immeasurable. So to celebrate, I asked you lovely folks if you had any questions for me, and in this video I'm going to answer them. I've got a few, so if you see me looking this way, the laptop's here with a list of questions. So I'm going to do my best to answer them. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a like, share, and if this is your first time seeing me, please subscribe to hear more from me, and remember to click that notification bell so you know when I put a new video out. So first of all, for clarity, because I haven't been on YouTube in like 3 weeks. And that is because a PhD comes with certain immutable deadlines, and one of those is your ethics application. And for me, I had to get that done because earlier this morning and a couple of times next week, I'm doing data collection. And basically, in order to be able to collect data, you have to have a confirmed ethics application, which is basically the university saying, yes, your research is ethical, it's not going to harm anybody, like it's all been thought through and it's all safe and legal and fine. So you have to get that sign off. Now, my ethics application is in, it's done, which is one of the biggest milestones of my PhD, because that means all of the data I can just start collecting. So next week I'm pilot studying So I'm testing a few methodologies, I'm doing a couple of bits here and there for a paper that I'm presenting at conference in a few weeks. And that's the other reason I've been quite quiet. I've just come back to the Netherlands, where I've been for a conference for a week. And I, in between times, have been reading, writing my presentation, analysing prior data that demonstrates why this paper is necessary, etc, etc. So I have been in a PhD hole. I'm not going to apologise for not being here because, as we all know, there are other priorities sometimes. But I am going to say I'm really happy to be back. So, first question. Oh, and it's a doozy actually. How did you find your style in sewing? Oh, okay. So, I think there's a few things here. I've always had a style in my head that I really liked, but I could never see clothes in the shop that really matched with what I wanted. So, I like dresses, and I like A-line mini skirts, and I like sort of blousey jumpers and tight skirts, and I love a fitted dress. I also love a floaty dress. I love tapered cigarette jeans, and I do love skinny jeans, which I do still buy. I have quite a specific style, particularly for evening wear as well. I like to be slinky. I'm not normally a big structured dress person. And I found that I was really at the mercy of trends, and also clothes in shops aren't built for someone who's 5'2" but has quite a curvy figure. So I really struggled to find things I felt great in. Finding my style through sewing has been a challenge. There's a few things I've learned, which is that you don't have to make a pattern because it's new. You can look at a pattern and be like, is that me? Does that suit me? But also, you can massively change a pattern by the fabric you make it in. And that's one of the most important things. If I could shout this from the rooftops, I would. You can make a really casual pattern incredibly dressy. You can make a dressy pattern incredibly casual. You can adjust, you can hack, you can change. There's so many things you can do to make the base level of a garment more what you want to wear. I would also say that making my own clothes has allowed me to have a really colourful wardrobe, because I love wearing colour, I really do. But I don't necessarily like to wear it in the way the shops sort of go, this is this year's colour, wear it. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I like to go by whatever colour my hair is. So in terms of how I found my style, definitely lots of trial and error. Lots of reminding myself I don't have to make something if it isn't my style, even if everybody else is making it. And also focusing on, when I do make something I love, I really try to sit down and think about why I like it and what makes me feel good, and sort of what makes me want to wear it, and then try to make decisions based off that, if that makes any sense. Okay, what would I do as a hobby if I wasn't sewing? I mean, I run, which I love. I used to cheer, so I used to be a cheerleader, which was fun, but the injury rate's very high, so I stopped doing that. But I used to climb and stuff, so I used to do quite a lot. I was on a hockey team, which I'd like to go back to once I can drive again, because it's not easy to get to our local hockey club, but we do have quite a good one, so it would be fun to join. I read a lot, I cook a lot, I have my plants, I am a dedicated plant mum. I don't know, so I think, I mean, I wouldn't take up another, I wouldn't crochet or knit or anything, because I can't do that. It just doesn't work, with my brain, I can't do it. I don't enjoy it either, I don't find it relaxing. So I'd probably do all of the things I still do now, but be sad I wasn't sewing. I don't want to do anything else but sew. I like sewing, sewing's fun. A classic question, how is the dress coming along? So this person means, how is my wedding dress coming along? And the answer to that is really, really well. So I have been filming, so there will be a whole series of vlogs for you guys, which I'm really, really excited to share with you. But they will come out after our wedding, so that there's no sneak surprises. But it's going really well. So version 3 has now finished. The cut is now done. So the actual shape and everything, and the fit is pretty good. But I'm doing some sort of structural detailing that I now need to test and twirl the pieces for. But realistically, I've got a week off coming in July, so that's when I'm going to do that. But it's going really well. I'm nowhere near my final fabric, obviously, but luckily the way this dress is constructed, it's not going to take me years to do the final one. It will actually be quite a quick sew. The real work is going on now with making calico toiles, redrafting them, redrafting again, redrafting some more, adding bust room, taking away this, like, you know, all the fitting stuff. My next job, actually, before I even get onto the new construction stuff, is I need to make the under dress and the lining, which will just carry through to the undress. And that's with like bra cups and mesh and boning and stuff, so that I have, my dress is backless. I think I can tell you that safely without revealing too much. So I need to build in some sort of bra support at the front with like boning and stuff through the sides to make sure that I can dance and like I'm not feeling exposed and I'm feeling like comfortable and confident. So that's probably the next stage before moving on to new construction elements, but I'm really excited. The whole process is vlogged. It's very much me sort of telling you what I'm doing and showing you fits. I'm not showing you how to do it because I'm learning as I go, but the whole process is vlogged. So hopefully you guys really enjoy that. You'll see it in November. What is my favorite garment I've made so far? Okay, so I think it's a toss-up between my graduation outfit, which is here for anyone who hasn't been here as long, and that is a Vogue jumpsuit of a pattern I will link below that I self-drafted, or like, so not self-drafted actually, sort of hacked the lace top, and then the inside strapless section, I made that myself and I boned it and everything without any kind of instructions or help. I just got on with it. So that has a special place in my heart, and I felt very special being able to graduate in that. That was really nice. So it's that, or it is the Tammy handmade Jessica slip I made for that wedding that I never got to go to in Switzerland, and it's the floor length purple slip dress that I've put there. And I think those are probably my two favorite things I've ever made. There's loads of other stuff that's competing in there, and there's dresses I wear all the time, and like my classic Cor Pietra shorts probably are up there. But if I like gun to my head had to pick one, I don't think I'd be able to pick between the Jessica and my graduation outfit. Maybe my graduation outfit, because it was really quite complex. Let's go graduation outfit is my favorite thing I've made. Okay, a fun one. What sewing job do I hate? Hemming and cutting out fabric. Now, I should say, cutting out fabric I like, but it depends on the pattern and the fabric. Cutting out a normal dress, fine, whatever. Cutting out stable cotton, I'll cut out denim, I don't mind. I just absolutely loathe cutting out really delicate fabrics because I just find it so stressful. Like, that is the phase where if I do it wrong, the pattern and the project is kind of ruined. So that's why I don't like doing it. I find it really, really stressful. Whereas once my pieces are cut out perfectly, then I can just dive into really relaxed sewing. But that's why I find that quite stressful. And hemming just sucks. Just, oh my God, my rolled hem foot has made me a lot better at hemming, or at least I care less. But oh my God, I could do with just not having to hem stuff. That would be really nice. But I know it's important. I love all other types of sewing, I should say. Just, oh, hemming absolutely sucks. Okay, final question. I picked in, lots of you asked very similar questions. So this is the last sort of one, but there were quite a few along this line, which is, what is your proudest accomplishment? And I can say without hesitation or deliberation that would be So Yellow Ferrando. I am so incredibly proud of So Yellow Ferrando as a challenge, as a project, as a form of craftivism. I'm proud that there are people who've now had surgery, had diagnoses because of the challenge. I'm proud of the amount of money we've raised to support a really important charity. I'm proud of how the stand people have taken, the conversations people are having, the openness and the warmth of the sewing community towards people sharing their stories. The willingness to just let me yell about endometriosis on your channels. Thanks, lads. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely my proudest by like a long way. Like, I think I'm most proud of it because I saw a need for it, and then I thought, I can't do that. And then I asked the question, can I? And a few of you were like, yeah, do it. Well, like, do it, it's really important. And from that one decision where I was like on my story in January in 2021, going, guys, do you think I should do this? And from there we've raised thousands. I'd love to hit 10k in terms of raising £10,000 would be amazing. So that's on my sort of vision board. But yeah, So Yellow Ferrando by a long way. So that's a little catch up with me. Upcoming stuff. So tomorrow you're getting a double bill. Tamlin and I are revealing our chalk and not shays. Spoiler alert. I love it. I love it so much. It went down really, really well. I filmed mine while I was in the Netherlands, so hopefully you enjoy it. And then there'll probably be a couple of weeks, or at least a week without video, because I'll be away and then I'm at another conference. But then I'm at my week off. So from the middle of July, we should go back to regular weekly videos. But until then, if you want to catch up with me and hear more about me and what's going on and generally just continue listening to my voice, you can do that on the So What's New in the Biscuit Tin podcast. Season 2 is now live. So exciting. Sam and I have really been working hard on this. And the other thing you can do, if you want to support both of us and support the podcast and want access to sneaky extra content, you can join our new subscriber platform, The Biscuit Tin. I've linked it below. It's run by Ko-fi, and basically you pay a very small amount a month. You get 2 bonus episodes, 2 bonus mini episodes, 1 extra long episode of the normal ones. So don't worry if you're a normal podcast listener, normal service will resume. But if you're a Biscuit Tin member, then you get 1 extra long episode, a couple of bonus episodes, you get newsletter content with special discounts from sewing businesses, and you get to hear more from me and Sam. So if that sounds like fun and you'd like to be part of a very affordable subscriber community and support us to make the pod, to buy better recording equipment so that the sound quality is great, I know some of you have mentioned, then please do support us via the link below, and come back tomorrow to check out how my chalk and not shay has gone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me for 4 years. Hopefully this Q&A has been good fun, and I will see you next time. In the meantime, I look forward to watching all of your fabulous vlogs. See you in a bit.